Back again, back to back, made back, stack the M's. Told him I met Slim Shady, bag the M. Once he go black, he'll be back again. Tell him hoes that it's crunch time.
Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. I laminated my brows. And I actually also lifted my lashes. Of course, that's not the elephant in the room, guys. I'm bald. Hey, bald. Shout outs to all the other balds out there. Of course, we're going to get into it. This is another week, another video diary. I have less footage because, baby, I've been in the house. I've been working, trying to get my little shit together. I hope that y'all had a good holiday. Is Hanukkah still going on? I don't know. Hanukkah be like a month of Sundays. So I don't know if that's still going on. Kwanzaa. Umoja. Just here to say that's regular. But let's go ahead and get into my newfound baldness, which I'm joking when I say that, but like halfway, because I literally am like, sis is a little light. She's a little light. Some places on the scalp, but I'm close to 2 weeks out now at this point, from when I initially shaved it. So she's grown a little bit, a little thicker. I even got a few little waves. Hey. I just learned how to swim. All right. It was just time. I feel like there just comes a time in most people's lives where, baby, shave that shit off, you know? And I felt that is where I was. My hair was growing out, you know, it was a whole thing. But I was just wearing it up in wraps all the time and I got over it. And so I was like, let me just shave this shit off and I'm gonna just start over from scratch. And so hit up Paris, scheduled it, and we got it done. I didn't really record anything during the process because I wanted to be very present while it was happening, because at the time I didn't know if that would be the only time I'd shave my head or not. I'm kind of liking how it looked a little bit lower than this though, so we might be shaving it again. But I just wanted to be very present. I wanted to really like be in my feelings. I wanted to fully experience what was actually happening, because I think that hair for many people holds a lot of lies. You know, our hair can become a device, a political device. Our hair can become the thing that takes us an hour longer to get ready. It's the thing that, you know, that we have to schedule around with work and events and vacations, because if our hair isn't done, then, you know, we're not going to be able to like really show up as our full selves. And so hair just means a whole lot. I did a video on kind of that intersection between like black hair but also being queer and mask, and I feel that the reason why it's not acceptable, really, how anybody wants to wear their hair is acceptable, but well, except for white dreads, that someone needs to lock y'all up. Oh shit, poor choice of words. It's just hair if you want it to be just hair. It's more than that if you want it to be more than that. And I just felt that this is the right time to do it. It's winter. I'm gonna be out here beanie man anyway, all winter long. And so it was just the right time. And then, you know, I try not to get too caught up on, oh, new year, new me, you know, do something different. I feel like if you have the tools, you have the equipment, and you have the wherewithal to start now, then you should start now. Well, at least for me, that's how I do my life. But at the end of the day, things happen when they happen, and I'm happy with it. I'm so fine. Like, I knew I was fine before. I knew that I was given, you know, kind of like a 90s type of fine. Like, I'm the kind of fine that you don't really see very often. And well, I'm not even gonna say that you don't see very often. I'm just a certain kind of fine, basically. And when I shaved my head, I was like, oh, there's really no saving you guys. Whoa! It's giving face, mommy. Yeah. The serving size is gonna be plentiful. Yeah, mom. The same day that I shaved my head, I met Mal. And so while I'm driving over to see them at lunch, I'm like, oh shit, I'm bald. Oh shit, like, I'm now gonna like be in the world as a bald. Like, how does this change things? And so there was a lot to process in such a short amount of time, but I knew that I was gonna like throw myself into a spiral if I just came home and just sat here all day. And so I was like, I'm glad that I had plans to go hang out with Mal. We actually like did some very light shopping.
There were like sunglasses that just had a switch.
That blue goes crazy too. Where's that blue frame we just had? I don't know, friend. Those are pretty dope.
They're kind of boxy with a wider top to bottom.
Oh, I like those for a very particular reason.
This one I didn't have.
I don't know. We can be twinsies. Are these ones you have? Yeah. I want that for us.
Let me clean the thing for you.
It looks good. You like the narrow ones?
I like the red color on mine. Just bald yesterday? Just bald yesterday?
Yeah, today.
Yeah, you would think it was forever, bro. I told you Ross well.
Yeah. See?
Like my head shape is not equipped
Not
to.
conducive.
No. Her, I told her she has like nice round head.
Yeah.
She's fine.
I did not plan to get
Your little waves are coming in. I don't know, friend. It's good.
They said I could get 360 waves.
You 1000% can.
They said I could do it all the way around if I wanted to.
What do you not know?
This is why you can't. It's just like I'm a very calculated person. And I did not calculate buying frames today, but I did. I mean, we came here, so I accepted that I was gonna buy some.
Yeah, sometimes the sunglasses are spontaneous things. Most of my sunglasses are.
Things that all lesbians have in their
You want
pocket.
me to start it? What are you doing?
Look how you eating them up. Look how you eating them up, though. I'm not gassing you. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it if you don't want it, but you're really eating it up.
Mal is just my people. Almond milk studs, just like black masks with a dash of nutmeg. I love us. Just being soft with each other and just encouraging and gentle and just like not even off note. Like no one wants anything. You know what I mean? Like nobody wants anything. We're not here for any other reason other than to be in each other's energy. And I love that. It was just very pure, very genuine. And as a bald, like I felt very stripped down. She was just like very, very encouraging, very friendly, like soothed me, calmed me down. And she didn't have to do that. And that is just like something that I love about us. And when I say us, I mean this community right here. Right after that, I was invited to the LA LGBT Center's like fundraiser event, which is being hosted by Darnell Moore and his husband, Joshua Simmons. Their house was incredible. I'm so grateful to LGBT Center, to Lena Way, to Joshua and Darnell for opening up their homes, for extending the invite. And well, I don't know who actually did it. Okay. But, you know, for getting me into the space, me and Jaden into the space, to enjoy ourselves, and really for such a great cause. Met so many dope people from the LGBT Center, and yeah, it was just great to connect once again with other Black creatives. Lena's name is a constant on this channel. Is what I'm finding. But once again, it's just like community, man. Community gonna do some shit for you that you didn't really see for yourself. So yeah, that was like I tried to do like a Gossip Girl kind of look. You know, it was hitting definitely more in person than it was in photos, but you know, the bald has got me wanting to experiment more. So make sure that you're following me on my Major Looks channel, which is my fashion channel, because over here I keep it real light, keep it real easy. I'm at my desk. Y'all see me. Y'all see how dirty my desk is. And, you know, this is real life and shit. But over on the Major Looks channel, we talk about fashion, self-expression, and all of that. And I can only imagine what being a new bald is going to inspire in regards to content over there. So definitely follow me on the Major Looks channel and on my TikTok as well, because that's where I be giving the girls the nuggets. We at Bev Center because I need to figure out the other part of my fit. I mean, I kind of already know what it is. I just feel like it needs something else. I'm still getting used to like how unfinished I feel sometimes just being bald. I feel like there needs to be something else. That's why I'm wearing these glasses. Like, for some reason, this looks not finished to me, even though I'm wearing all my normal jewelry that I wear and stuff. But like, this feels more done to me now. So I'm trying to like figure out that part of the fit. And so let's go.
How are we doing today?
Good, good.
All right.
Wow.
How much did you have on there?
So guys, I accidentally deleted so much footage from tonight, but it's all right. I got to experience it, which is really all that matters. Y'all gonna get what you get. So the last video diary kind of like let y'all in on some changes, some movement that's going on over here, and I just wanted to say thank you because I was trying to figure out like why is uploading this video so hard? Like other than the obvious of just like telling my business, like why is it so difficult for me to post? Because normally videos aren't that much for me to post. Like I don't think too deeply into things beyond what I think is necessary, you know, before I post. But for some reason, that last one was really fucking hard for me to post. YouTube video, shit I've been doing for years. Like, why was it so hard? And I think what it really is that this is the first thing, that last video diary one was my favorite thing that I've edited all year. Facts. And has inspired something else in me. So I'm excited for that. But I think the reason why it was so difficult is because this is something that I made for me. It almost felt like a little project like that I did for school or something that I just chose to share with YouTube. Like I made that without really thinking too much about y'all. And I do center y'all in a lot of the things that I make. I'm listening to y'all on social. I'm hearing the comments or reading the comments, and I'm understanding kind of like where my voice is valued. But also just like, where can we connect just for jokes and laughs and giggles and just like levity, you know? But that last one was just strictly for me. Like that was what I wanted to say. I said exactly what I wanted to say. That was the most one-to-one with the idea that I had for this in the first place, which was like, I want to do these kind of like weekly recap videos where I can, you know, talk about the full breadth of my thoughts that I have in a week, which are from really surface level nothing thoughts to the deepest, most darkest corners of my mind. Like it's that full range. And I feel that the last one was the most like exact. Like that is exactly what I wanted to do. And so I think that there's also just a vulnerability of not knowing how people are going to respond to the thing that you just wanted to do, like beyond, you know, how good people think it is or what people think my intentions were. It's really vulnerable, or even like the vulnerability in what I'm talking about. Like it's a really vulnerable thing to say, I really like this, I'm going to make it and put it out. And I don't care that much about what you think about it. I care mostly about what I think about it, and being able to have that kind of unwavering passion or confidence in your work, regardless of what it is. It's very vulnerable. It's very vulnerable to be a confident person. It's very vulnerable to be like, yeah, I like who I am despite what America or white people or my job or my family has to say. It's a very vulnerable thing to walk into a room with all of your insecurities, with all of your preconceived notions of what is going to be in that room, and say, despite all of this, I fuck with me. Like that's a very vulnerable thing. And I think that is why, or how rather, I've been able to unlock a new confidence in my content is by getting used to exercising that muscle of constantly creating things that are 100% in your vision and not getting deterred from your vision based off of public reception or even reception from like my family. Girl, my sister-in-law texted me. And granted, I understand that I make videos for the full internet, and so it's like, girl, you can't post things on the internet and then be mad that people see it. Whatever. I don't make videos thinking that my family's going to watch them. Most of the time because I don't. But when my sister-in-law texted me and she was like, hey, I watched your video, and we had this really great conversation over text about it. It was like, oh shit, like this is a new sense of vulnerability. Having my family know everything that I'm going through, because I come from a family that is very much, I was raised by a Virgo and a Capricorn, and I really feel like that just informs so much about my childhood and me as an adult even now. But like, I was born into a Virgo Capricorn led household, meaning emotions, get that shit the fuck out of here. I'll beat your ass right now and you better not cry. While they did not, they weren't, I wasn't raised by the Gross sisters, but like when it comes to emotions, they weren't seen as productive, or they weren't seen as useful. And in my adulthood, I think that emotions are incredibly productive. I think that I just think that they should be acknowledged. And so it was awkward to be talking in a language of emotions and having my family watch it, and then they just have to come to their own, like they just have to come up with their own conclusions for it. Like they have to figure out how they feel about it. It's not, I'm not there to almost teach them how to interpret my emotions. They're just there, and then they take it in, and they may worry, they may be scared for me. Most of the time, if I'm calling my parents, it's, hey, I'm really stressed out, I'm trying to make it in Hollywood, this shit's really hard. And my parents are like, well, girl, just come home and work at Chick-fil-A. Like, what are you doing? Like, that is very much what they give. It's like, well, why would you even do that? Like, why wouldn't you just like get a normal job and not be stressed out? But I don't think that they understand that like my purpose is bigger than Chick-fil-A. So that was a whole thing. But I survived it. And speaking of survival, can we please talk about this whirlwind of a year? 2023 was like braids that were too tight for a year. It was like, I'm good because my hair I'm okay. I'm hurting though. Just swollen, just emotionally inflamed. I think we all got a little numb this year, is what it seems like. Numb from maybe just taking L after L after L after L after L. Numb from the state of the world. Numb from, just how individually, how we beat ourselves up even. Or in how we have put ourselves in environments that beat us up. And trying to reckon with that while in those same environments. I think that there's just this very real world aspect of our lives, which is we are walking contradictions. We believe that we deserve better, but we talk mad shit about ourselves. We believe that we deserve love, but we are people pleasers and we allow people to walk all over us. We want to be in a better financial situation. We want to be more fulfilled and be able to be independently, financially stable, but you're in a job that you hate and you're underpaid and you feel like you can't get something else that's gonna fulfill that. And so that's why it's just like we're just constantly in these very impossible situations. And I feel like sometimes there isn't one singular place where you land. And if I were to give anyone advice on just moving through this very impossible life that we live, understand that it's just impossible. And all you can do is all you can do. I know that that's not like a groundbreaking quote, but I said it one day at work, years ago. I was just like, well, all I can do is all I can do. Everything that I'm doing is everything that I can do. That's it. Doing your best is doing all you can do. Doing all you can do is doing your best. And I don't think anything should stop you from doing your best, because that is how you are going to get the best results. At the end of the day, one thing that Virgo and that Capricorn taught me is that you can't always be afraid of just doing the hard thing, because there are so many people who won't do that hard thing. And there's so much good that can come out of doing that one hard thing. I have been told so many fucking times by people I've collaborated with, by friends, by people I used to work with, that like I tell them the idea. And it'd be so frustrating when I would tell people ideas and they'd be like, okay, well, Jade, let's pull it back. Or like, let's do a little bit less. Let's make it smaller. Let's make it easier. Let's make it this. Pull back, do less, small, water it down. And it's just like, no. No. The reason why you want me to pull back and to water my shit down is because you find it stressful. Because you are seeing that like, oh, that's going to be hard. And that's too much for you. Me? I will do the hard thing. I will do the annoying thing. Not because I'm a what is the word? A masochist, but because I just know it just needs to be done. Like it's not even a matter of like, oh, it's so admirable to like want it. No, like bitch, sometimes shit just needs to be done in a certain way. And I like things to feel big and sexy. So why would I make it less? Why would I make it less because you don't think it should be big and sexy? It's like, you do what you do. Even like the recent news with Taraji, you know, and the Color Purple rollout, just talking about just being undervalued and underpaid as a creative, as an actress that's been in this game 20 plus years. Like, why am I not getting the respect that I deserve? Taraji, when she's going back and forth with studios about, hey, this is what I should be paid for this, that is what, meeting her at that rate is what is respectful. It's not, you're not doing her some big favor by paying her 10, 20 million for the movie that you would have given who? Billie Eilish, who's not even a fucking actress. I mean, okay, listen, she's very talented. Okay, relax. I used to love. She ate that. Anne Hathaway, right? Anne Hathaway, I feel like, can name a number in this in a very different way that I think Taraji can. Black women are so often told that we're asking for too much, that you're doing too much, girl. You're doing too much, sis. You're asking for too much, girl. When all we're doing is asking for basic respect. When I give my rate to a brand, this is what ooh. Oh my God. There are so many times, babe. There are so many times when a brand that I have never heard of, okay, will reach out to me and say, Jade, we love your stuff. We love how intentional, like I can tell the difference between a copy and paste versus like, oh, you sat and you watched a few clips. You've watched a few TikToks. Like, okay. They'll say, you're so intentional. Like, we love how you talk, you know, to your audience. We really want to be a part of this. And we really, really want to work with you. I say, cool. Here's the rate. And then they say, but what are you going to do to show us that you deserve that? The only reason why this conversation is happening is because you reached out to me, Mom. You reached out to me because I'm this and that and this and that. But when it comes down to me telling you exactly what it is for you to get this work, literally, now I have to earn it. How much sense does that make? I've been making content for a long fucking time. The girlies don't hold an audience. I can. The girlies can take my concepts. They can take my video ideas and run with them. They ain't me. And so it's that qualitative value that is so difficult to translate sometimes, especially when you don't even respect the person and their needs. And so I saw a lot of my story in Taraji's story, and I think that there's a lot of other Black women who saw themselves in Taraji, which is so wild of an experience to see someone who is like very successful be in the same situation as I am.
I didn't see it.
Oh, Jade. I'm here too. It's sexy tonight. We're trying to erase it. We outside, man. And I've been here. It's representation. What's up? The masks are linking up. 2024 is different. Gentle women link up, baby. The Virgos are here. The Virgos are here. The Virgos are here. The Aquarius is in the building. The Aquarius are here. Virgos, y'all be afraid of confrontation. Virgos afraid of confrontation? Yeah. What? And Aquarius be about that. We gonna be bringing nothing. We gonna have to bring, because we gotta talk about it. That's what it is. It's just a discussion. That's what I'm saying. Y'all take it aggressively. Y'all don't be ready. Everybody's gonna deal. It's us. It's us. It's us. I like how it's us. It's us. We're the issue. We're the problem. Put me in it. Oh my God. Let her in it. Let me hide my bra. Do it. Get into my fucking girl. Get it. Who is it? Why are they like
This was supposed to be the last edition or entry for this video diary series, but I think because of what I've been able to accomplish with these from a creative standpoint, I think I'm gonna keep going. I think I like these. I like this. I'm gonna plug my Patreon because that is a great way. If you want to be my daddy, you can follow me on Patreon and give me a little cash. Just slide me a little something. Just slide me a little something across the table. You know, I'll make it worth your while. I promise. Sorry. Sidebar. The way I have been needing to curve people recently has been insane. It's been insane. And granted, like, it's my natural existence feels like flirting sometimes. Like I like to make conversation. If you're standing next to me, there's a good chance I'm gonna talk to you. There's pretty much no one that I won't give a compliment to. Like, people talk to me and they think I'm interested in them, mostly because on a level I am, but it's just not romantically. And so ever since I shaved my head, baby, and I'm a little bit more queer presenting, I think, the curving has been at an all-time high. It's gotten to the point where, like, do I just need to not talk to people anymore? I think I might have to stop talking. I might just have to stop talking to people altogether, because, like, I just feel like I'd be giving people an inch and then they take it to Atlanta. Like, girl, I didn't even... If I don't make a dedicated end of the year video, I do want to say that you survived. You should pat yourself on the back. Someone left a comment talking about, you know, how they thought that 2023 was going to be the year of me, like the year for them, and how it kind of was that in a different way. It was still the year of you, but how can we be smarter next year? What have these experiences taught us for us to move with a little bit more fluidity next year? Move with a little bit less rigidity, move more in our favor. I think 2023 for me was definitely the year of how much are you for you? And how does that show up in your friendships, in your work, in your relationship? At my therapist, he had to tell me the other day, he was like, you know, it's okay for Jaden to just do things for you. He had to tell me that. I have been seeing this man for years. Me and Jaden have been together for almost 5 years. And he still has to tell me. An outsider who ain't even here, bro. He ain't even here, bro. He had to tell me. He was like, yo, if Jaden wants to just make you dinner all week, or if she wants to whatever, like, you don't have to, like, you've already earned it. Like, you can just accept it. You don't have to feel any way about accepting love. And I was just like, okay. So 2023 was the year of me and being in favor of me. 2024 is the year of letting love flow in whatever way it wants to flow to me. Letting joy flow. Letting ease and peace flow. Because I remember in that conversation with him, this is all over the place, y'all. It's just very scatterbrained. But I remember in that conversation with him, I was saying, like, I feel like I've gotten really good at the boundaries game, the boundaries team, where you're like, oop, don't talk to me like that. Oop, I don't like that. Oop, and you're like doing that thing with everybody, and you're like, boundary, pow, 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 bitch. And then, but I was like, I'm kind of over that. And I want to be able to situate myself in my relationships and in my life in a way that just, so I don't have to do that all the time. Like there are other ways to teach people how to love you that don't fully rest in me being on the defense. Like, what does it mean for me to create an energy where love and support and joy just flows, rather than having to correct all those times where it wasn't, you know? I hope that 2024 is good for you. I hope that you enjoyed your happy holiday and listen to some very sexy Christmas music. We were listening to an R&B Christmas playlist, and baby, when Let It Snow played, I was like, this, it's giving oral sex. I don't know. It's just something about when he goes, the sun is cold, or whatever he said, but the fire is blazing, baby, let it snow. You gotta hit the ad-libs. Come on now. The question that I want y'all to answer in the comments, since we're multi-creative, multi-hyphenate people, what is one thing that you can do to let love or joy flow, or even peace flow in your life more? So leave your answer in the comments, and I'll see y'all very soon. I guess in the next video diary or in another video. But either way, y'all are gonna see me very soon. I love y'all. Happy holidays. Happy 2024. Proud of you.